Welcome to the ITU studio here at WTDC-25, the World Telecommunication Development Conference, which is being held in Baku in Azerbaijan. I'm very pleased to be joined in the studio this morning by John Giusti, who's the Chief Regulatory Officer for GSMA. John, welcome to the studio. Great to see you.
Great to be here in Baku. Thank you.
Now, let me ask you a little bit about GSMA. Tell me a little about GSMA and what you're doing at WTDC, because I know you don't have anything else to do in your
Absolutely
calendar.
nothing. No, it's super important for us to be here. And GSMA, we are the association that brings together the entire mobile industry. So, of course, uniting mobile operators, other industry players, and, of course, partners from across the connectivity ecosystem, such as, of course, the International Telecommunication Union. And that's why we're here, because we think the ITU, as well as all the governments that participate here, are key enablers for the kind of meaningful connectivity that we in the mobile sector are really striving to deliver to our consumers and to the citizens around the world. So collaboration from our standpoint is really critical. We know that over 3 billion people today are not connected, despite the fact that 96% of the population is actually covered by some form of mobile internet infrastructure. So we think we need to be here. We need to have the discussions about what kind of policy enablers can both focus on the connectivity infrastructure, but also more importantly on making sure that we bring the human side of connectivity, that they have the ability to use and connect and leverage digital tools so that everyone everywhere can thrive.
And talking about the human side, I know you were recently in Chad with our Secretary General on an international visit there, also with UNHCR, I believe. So I wanted to ask you, how can international cooperation contribute to bridging the digital divide and provide meaningful connectivity?
Well, I think the example of traveling to Eastern Chad with the ITU, with the UN Refugee Agency, also the government of Luxembourg. And we were there, of course, with mobile operators, Airtel and Move as well. So I think it really shows that it takes all of us to bring the kind of meaningful connectivity that our citizens deserve. As I mentioned, we have over 3 billion people who are not connected today. And that problem is simply too large for any one company, any one country, any one organization to solve alone. And that's why I think when we traveled to Chad, we recognize that we have to work together, especially when we're talking about the world's most vulnerable people, those who are forcibly displaced, crossing the eastern border of Chad. So it was really powerful to be there with the Secretary General, the Deputy High Commissioner for Refugees, to see firsthand what connectivity can mean to people who haven't otherwise had it. We know that when people are crossing borders seeking safety, one of the first things they want is a mobile phone. They want to be able to connect with family. They want to be able to continue their lives and livelihoods. And they want to be able to access the kind of services that they need to continue to thrive. So I think it was a powerful example of how we need to work together, all parts of the community. So that's one example, refugees, but we've worked very closely with the ITU, of course, on the Early Warnings for All initiative with the UN Secretary General. We feel a very strong commitment and responsibility as the mobile sector to help make sure that people are informed when a natural disaster is coming and make sure that they can move to safety. But I think there's a huge number of areas where we can work together and are working together. The green digital transition is another one where I think the power of really looking at energy efficiency and what digital tools can mean for other parts of the economies to decarbonize, I think is another area of opportunity. So there's really so many, because digital cuts across all sectors of the economy, all sectors of society. So that's another reason why we are here at WTDC, because it is about partnership with the ITU, partnership with the governments, and of course working with other industry players as well.
Now, I know that obviously you've got a stand here as well. You're having conversations with all of the delegates here. I just wanted to ask you: is there a message that you'd like to convey while we're here being recorded to the participants here at WTDC, as well as those listening in from further afield?
Well, I think one of the reasons we really wanted to be here at the WTDC is, again, to drive this message that we need to focus on the human side of connectivity. We've seen a huge amount of investment go into the infrastructure. As I mentioned, 96% of the population is now covered by mobile internet, but 38% of the population is not using it. And that means they either can't afford the devices, they don't have the skills to use it. And these are all challenges that I think that we need to work together on and make sure that we are really turning attention to those people who could be connected today if the right environment was in place for them. And I think we all have levers to pull to help make more and more people included in our digital future.
Now, obviously GSMA has grown and grown. I just wanted to finally ask you, how do you see the future of GSMA?
Well, I mean, I just am always excited about when you go to one of our events like Mobile World Congress Barcelona, that when you go on the floor, it is not just about the mobile operators. It is about the satellite operators. It is about other players in the equipment ecosystem. It is importantly about other sectors of the economy, automotive, aeronautical. So we know that the whole digital connectivity ecosystem is one that just keeps expanding. And I think it's incumbent upon us to find ways to not just partner with government, also partner with other sectors of the economy to make sure that the digital efficiencies that come through digital technologies are maximizing value to broader economies.
John Giusti, thank you so much for joining us in the studio. Look forward to catching up with you again very soon.
Great to see you again.
Thank you very much. And if you've enjoyed this interview, which I'm sure you will have, then do check out our other interviews on our YouTube channel, podcast, wherever you get your podcasts from. And for further information, visit our website at itu.int/WTDC-25. Thanks for tuning in.